Helen Jansson from TAFE South Australia. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Now, student awareness of circular economy and sustainable fashion and all of that, is that on the increase lately?
Yeah, absolutely. We have quite a few graduates each year that are starting to look at sustainability for their major projects. So last year we had two. One who looked at sort of geared it around her grandmother's old fabric drawer, actually. That was sort of the premise of the idea, but then obviously it grew from that. And she did a wonderful collection in the end that had everything down to the thread being reused.
Yeah.
We had another student who looked at waste and how to use waste as a fashion commodity. So I think each season and each year that we have a graduate group, they definitely are more and more aware of it.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult because it needs to be something that's just inherent. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's thought about. So we will get to that point eventually. But obviously as fashion students, they're also very keen on doing things that are around fashion and trends and the new. So it doesn't always match, but I think more and more of them are looking at that as a key component of their collections.
With the awareness, is it easier to gain that awareness amongst them? Are they more open to it, and is it more coming from their end personally?
I think so. I think some of the younger students have had it impressed on them for many, many years, so they are more aware. We obviously have a really diverse range of students across all age groups, so some may be more aware than others. But it's definitely it's something that they know to look at. So I think it's just that next step.
And with that, is it because we're so flooded with fast fashion?
We are flooded with fast fashion, but ultimately fashion is an aesthetic choice, and people want the newest and it's an emotional purchase. So one of the things we've been talking about today is it doesn't actually matter whether it's an emotional purchase or not if the garment is already a sustainable option.
Yep.
So it's almost like you're taking the choice away from the consumer because it just has to be.
Okay.
So fast fashion could still be as sort of regarded as fast fashion, but how do we move into a fast fashion world where we're also looking at sustainability and ethical sourcing and things like that? So it doesn't just have to be as much as local is fantastic. We need to get past that as well, I think, and look at it embedded in everything that we buy as fashion consumers.
What are we talking about going forward? How many years will it take to actually get that?
I'm not sure.
begun?
I'm not sure. I think
Yeah.
it's going to have to go a long way before that happens, but I think we're certainly on the right track, and I think more and more brands like H&M and those type of brands are embedding it into their product.
Yeah.
And whether it means that they can trace and source their fabrics or not, they'll do other things. So they'll look at how their staff are treated, or they'll look at how their factories are treated and located.
Yeah.
So every bit helps. It doesn't
It's about
always
all
have
of
to
the
be
links.
everything. Yeah, it
That's
doesn't have
right.
to be everything to everyone.
Yeah, beautiful. And what are you taking away from today's sessions?
So today I'm really excited that there's a lot of students here being able to mix with industry. That's probably been the best thing today because we're all so busy, and it's really nice for them to be able to take a day out of classes and come here and talk to people in industry, whether they're sustainable or not, just to get out, meet people, sit at a table with people that they might know of but haven't ever met before. That's been my really, really positive takeout from today.
Sure has. Thank you so much,
No
Helen.
problem. Thank
Cheers.
you.